Colorado BFXG that I had the other day where I caught a tree fish. And this time I brought some Senkos, okay? It's a 5-inch Senko that I cut off and made it into a 4-inch because this is what I typically get some pretty good bites on. And it's a little heavy for this BFS gear. I'm gonna fish it weedless and really just gonna try seeing what's biting before this cold front arrives. I believe it's coming in this evening, if not tomorrow. And well, let's just see. Had some good success catching some bass, as well as saw some nice bass moving in the water the other day. And I'm just gonna see if we can get something with this baby right here. All right, so let's just kind of work our way up. That's that Shimano Colorado BFS XG on the Ugly Stick Elite Graphite 7-foot ultralight. And again, this is the one that I plan on using for casting live mullet for specks. And well, right now I just want to see if there's something biting on Senkos. I'm using that high vis Stren mono. I like using the high vis line so I can see. Oh man, wind's kicked up and it's got the fountain stuff moving into the area here. So let me walk past that real quick. Okay, so there it is. And we'll just work our way over here to this one section, kind of cast it out and work the Senko here and there, and let's just see what happens. All right, so let's just work our way up here. All right, and that, fishing it without any weights is not a problem with the Senko or with this BFS gear. And in this case, all I'm going to do is just cast it out and just do the kind of a little stop and go retrieve, watching for any line pickups. And I'm hoping that maybe the bass may be a little bit active here because there's a front coming in. So just fishing a weedless Senko, ultralight bait casting gear, and I'm just going to kind of drag it, stop and go retrieve, mainly looking for any line pickups. Okay, and yeah, the wind's already picked up on us, and I'm suspecting we're going to get some cold temps coming here sooner than later. And I think right now it's 60 degrees, but feels like, I think they said 50 something right now because of the wind. It was a lot colder this morning, and I'm thinking by tomorrow, I believe it's supposed to be in the freezing temps, if not in the 20s. So hey, it's Texas, so we just got to play it by ear. Okay, howdy, how's it going? Let's see, not anything yet. I'm really just kind of hoping to see what's biting before the front kicks in. All right, let's go walk the pond. All right, just kind of head our way to the other side where there was some hits the other day. And then I'm going to try over here to my right. That's where I saw some bass kicking up some bait fish the other day. Maybe, who knows, they may be lurking here. Howdy, no bass yet. Got a weightless Senko right now. And what I typically do when I'm fishing a Senko is I'll just cast it out, let it sit, and I'll just kind of reel it in just a couple of turns and just let it sit and do so. And I'm mainly watching the line because let's see, I'm in Texas, so US, and I'm mainly watching the line for any line pickups where they've picked up the Senko and they're running with it. And usually the Senko is a pretty good one to use this time of year. So I'm hoping we might get one to strike. Okay. All right, I thought I saw the line move for a moment. No. Okay. All right, let's just cast back this way. All right. And yeah, this ultralight bait casting gear has no issue casting a weightless Senko. I think it weighs a lot heavier than the 1/16 ounce rooster tail I was using the other day that I had hooked into a tree fish. So So let's just kind of see what we can do here. Maybe there's a bass lurking in there. Let's go cast it out. Oh, bad backlash. I got overconfident here. Let's go fix that. Okay, so that's what happens on these live streams. You get the mistakes and all. Got an avid fisherman here, but not a pro. And yep, Mr. Thumb education needs to happen every once in a while. All right. Luckily, I don't put much line on there, so I can recover from these fairly quickly. All right. And again, I'm using 6-pound Stren mono. Yeah, 6-pound Stren mono, that high-vis orange. And we're looking for some bass to bite here. So let's see what we can do. I'll just do a stop and go retrieve here. Oh, he picked it up. Got him, he picked it up. Oh yeah, I saw that line move. Yes, talk to me, Smalls, talk to me. Mr. Senko works. Loving it. All right, okay, so that was where I saw the line move, and then I felt the tug. And yes, the tug is the drug. Tug is the drug. Senko City, buddy, Senko City. And what I'll typically do is, for these bass, I've used the 5-inch Senko before and gotten some hits here and there, but it seems to be the 4-inch Senko seems to work for me, and I didn't have any, so I just went ahead and took a 5 and made it a 4 by kind of snipping it off here. All right, and there it is. That's all I'm doing right now. Little Texas weedless style, no weight. And in this case, it looks like the bass are biting before the front comes in. Let's just cast it out again. Do the same thing. We'll just kind of watch for the line. Okay. And I'll just do the stop and go retrieve, pick up some line, move it in a little. Just kind of let it drag bottom. And really the dead giveaway that something's hitting is when I see them pick up that line. So we just kind of reel it in slow. All right, but yeah, we've got one on the line so far. Very promising sign. And he was a nice one. That one's, I like that size. Catch those all day if I could. All right, let's see. So one bass so far on a modified Senko. It's a 5-inch Senko cut to 4. And got it on this baby right here. All right, and all I'm doing is just kind of tighten up, let it stop, tighten up, let it stop, watch for the line pickup. Okay, so got some junk on that one. I felt something there. All right, but yeah, that last one that I just caught and released, a nice sized little bass, went for the Senko, and I saw the line move before I actually felt the strike. And I think that's the key when it comes to fishing Senkos, is watch for that line pickup. Like right now, I'm thinking I'm getting some movement on the line. Okay, let me move it in real quick. Okay, so I'm watching the line. And what's nice about Senkos is the bass will pick it up and run with it, and you've got time to verify that, yeah, you got one on the line, and give them time and you'll set the hook on them. Okay, oh, wind's kicking up on me, bear with me. Okay, so that one was over here to my right. Pretty nice size one. Okay, all right, let's go and recast. Let's go back out here to the left a little bit more. Okay, and you can see that this BFS style definitely can handle a weightless Senko. No need for any weights or anything, just take advantage of this ultralight bait casting. And I do like this 7-foot rod. When I'm casting it different, or casting the lures different compared to that little 4.5-foot BFS rod that I used the other day. That one I cast one-handed, and I tend to flip the wrist more. With this one, I tend to leverage the 7-foot rod and its length to get the cast out there, so I really don't have to yank it as hard, and I can get some pretty good distance with it. Okay, and stop and go retrieve right here, and I'm mainly watching the line with that orange line, monofilament line. I can definitely see the line pickup. Okay, let's do one more cast out, and then let's go to the next, or a little bit further down. I think maybe to that other pond over that way. Okay, and I don't know how much time we'll have this round. The wind's starting to kick up, and I do have a little, well, honeydew I gotta take care of before I can head back to the casa. But before I do that, maybe I can catch another bass. So far, one bass. Let's see if we can get two bass. Okay. And again, watching the line. Stop and go retrieve, watch the line. Let's go over here. Okay. So yeah, nice sized bass to kick off the morning or the afternoon round. Temperatures should be starting to drop here shortly, but it looks like at least the bass are active enough that they'll hit on the on this Senko. And for those that aren't able to stay for the full live stream, I will cut down the video and either edit it into a shorts version, or if it's a longer form one, I'll do a long form version of it. Just depends on how much action we get. If it's a onesie twosie thing, it could be just a little YouTube short deal. All right, let's stand off from the bank, cast it out. Let's let it sit. Let's do the little stop and go. Right here, off to my left, there's a culvert, and oftentimes I'll be able to sneak one out of there to pick up on the line. Okay, let's move up a little bit more. Okay, there's the tree that I caught the other day. I lost my rooster tail. Okay, all right, watching the line. Just stop and go retrieve. Watch that line pick up. Okay, just like so. It's a great thing about Senkos is when they get a hold of it, they definitely like holding on to a Senko. Okay. All right, let me move up a little. I'm gonna try casting a little bit closer underneath those trees. See if there's something lurking over there as I get closer to the culvert area. Come on, Ghost Rider. Let's go. Okay. Nothing yet. Let's go back this way. Let's pop it out a little bit further. Okay. And yeah, I pretty much stick with straight mono. None of the braid stuff or anything. I know I could probably go with some thinner lines and whatnot. I think I've gone to the 2-pound test in some cases, but for some reason I like this 6-pound test high vis. I will line the, what was it, that Flight Feather Kingfisher with 2-pound test mono, but you got to be really careful there when they're biting. Okay, all right, let's do one more cast out, and then I'm gonna go back to the other pond over there. Okay, that one tends to get more numbers. However, the back pond here tends to get bigger ones. Okay, but we're gonna try over there in a moment. Okay. All right, let's do one more cast over here to my left. Let's see if this one's got a fish on the end of it here soon. Come on. You can feel that wind kicking up. Okay. Watching for the line. I don't know if you can see it from here, but you can definitely see the high vis orange from my vantage point. Okay, and so far one bass. Okay, let's go on over here. One bass. He went about, yay big, so maybe a 16 incher. Just like the other one I caught the other day. Caught and released. This is well, you can keep fish here per the state regs. However, I tend to let them go just because I don't really want to catch or eat the fish out of this pond. It's got a bunch of runoff and whatnot. And, well, I kind of like watching the fish get bigger from over the years. So, yeah, I've fished this pond probably 20 plus years. All right, let's see. Let's see if Mr. Senko will hook up with Mr. Bass here in a moment. Okay. Watching the line. Let's see what we got. Okay. Can see the line. Nope. All right. Cast out to the left. There's a culvert here. It gets pretty deep, about maybe I'd say 6 foot or so. And it's mainly where those two culverts, where the water from the back pond runs into the main pond here. A lot of times it'll dig out a nice big hole in there, and hey, who knows, maybe there's a bass lurking there right now. Okay, I'm watching the line. It's sinking, but I don't see a pickup. Let's go ahead and try again. Try again. Okay, no go there. Let's go cast off a little bit more to the left. Right there, there's another drop off that comes out like this. Reason why I know is, well, I've fished this place for 20 plus years, and over the years it's gotten some drought in the past, and you definitely get to see some of the contour areas here. So yeah, there's a drop off there. Okay. And let's see if we can get a line pickup here. Okay, the line's just kind of staying slack right now. And still slack. I don't see the pickup. Okay, and you definitely will see it pick up when they grab it. Okay, let's try straight out, and then we'll start working the bank here. Step over a little bit. Okay. The main thing I'm trying to do is just see what's biting before this next cold front comes in. So last week, or a week and a half ago, I was breaking ice off the rod guides, and then a few days after that I was in short sleeve weather, fishing for some bass. And then here we are now. I'm wearing a little hoodie jacket deal, or fleece jacket, and winds are starting to kick up on us, so it's going to get cold here in a moment. But hopefully the bass feel like biting. Okay, watching the line. Looks like something may have tapped it. Let's see. Let's see if I can get them to chase it. Come on, chase it, chase it. No. All right, let's keep walking it. Let's keep walking the pond. Step over these cypress knees. Bear with me. Okay, let's cast it back out here. Yeah, that other one hit off over here to my right fairly quickly, standing off from the bank. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Come on, Mr. Bass. Talk to me, talk to me. Come on, let's see. I do know that, I think February, that was the last time I caught one of the bigger bass out of here. And it was at freezing temps too. I remember I came out here doing my lunch break, and I caught it fly fishing. Believe it or not, fly fishing. Which does remind me, there are times during, say January, February, on those warmer days, I'll start seeing some stuff hatching off the water, and I'll put in put a dry fly on, and sure enough, I'll get some bass and bluegill on top. It's kind of weird, but hey, match the hatch, as they say. All right, let's cast over here to this one spot, really close, right where those ducks are. There's a little hole here, rocks, a hole, rocks. And let's just see if maybe Mr. Bass may be lurking in there. Nope. Okay, now let's go back out. Okay, over there by those duckies. Okay, here I'm just going to do the stop and go retrieve like so. Pick up the slack, let it sit, watch for the line, do the same. I'll just keep repeating it until I get a hit. And okay, wait, something moved it. I wonder if it was one of the ducks hitting it. That was weird. I saw the line kind of come up a little. Not like it was sitting slack or anything, but like something picked it up and then stopped. Okay, let's keep walking the bank. All right, so far one bass. Water's fairly clear. If I had my polarized glasses, I could probably see a little bit better in the water, but right now without the polarized glasses, although it's kind of stained, I can see the bottom in some of these areas here. It's about maybe a foot deep in this section here. Okay. But let's come up here. Sometimes you'll get them over here by the water fountain area, maybe because of the water flow or whatnot. And all you do really is just cast it out. Again, just stop and go retrieve and watch your line. So let's just kind of pop it out there. Okay. Just watch the line. Quick reel. Come on, fishy, fishy. Okay. I'm just going to slowly start working the bank or the pond. Okay. Okay, nothing there. All right, let's go back out. Okay, we'll let it sit. Stop and go retrieve. Let's see if we can get number 2 on the line. Okay, line staying slack. Okay, still slack. Just kind of keep working it in. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll just step a little bit more. Oh, got some Canada geese. Yeah, wow. All right, we got some geese. All right, let's keep going. Stop and go retrieve. I do see something. Looks like something got spooked over here. I can see where there was like a swirl in the water. Okay, wait a minute. Something. No. I felt some resistance on the line there, but I didn't see the line move or the line pick up. So let's go ahead and cast it out again. All right. Let's go cast it behind those duckies. All right, let's see if we can get Mr. Bass on. Bass number 2. Let's see. I've caught catfish here on Senkos as well. So it's been like a mixed bag here. Okay. All right, we'll just keep working it. See if we can get another one on the line. All right, let's cast a little bit further out to my straight out. Let's try. Okay, well, pretty good cast, pretty far out there, about mid pond. Okay. Still, let's try that stop and go. Pretty much letting it go slack, so I'll do a quick 3-4 turns, watch it go slack, and then I'll pick it up again and just keep repeating that pattern until I get a hit. Sometimes you get a bunch, sometimes onesie twosies, and well, right now it looks like it's going to be onesie twosies. Well, currently it's a onesie, but maybe we could make it a twosie. All right, let's go back out. Okay. Let it sink. Oh, something just picked it up? No, he's picked it up. Something's picked it up. I'm gonna let him run on the line real quick. Okay, I'm watching the line go out and it's tightening up slightly. There he goes. Yeah. That was the line pickup big time. Nice. Oh yeah. Mr. Basilito meet Mr. Senko. Nice. And that's the reason why I like using that high vis orange line, because I can see that line, and really the line is what's giving me more of an indication of a strike than the rod itself, and feeling any vibrations and whatnot. Oh wow, he took it pretty deep. All right, not bad, not bad. He's gonna be more like a 13. So let me see if I can get him off. All right. Okay. All right, I see it. Bear with me. I got it right here. Come on, come on. Ow, 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 ow. It's right on one of his gill plates. Okay, I think I may have to go underneath and pop it out. All right, bear with me. Almost got it. Almost got it. Almost had it. It's on the gill plate, but I missed it. Okay. This one's gonna be a tough one. Okay. On the gill plate. If I can just get a hold of it, I think I'll be able to get them back in the water pretty quick. Okay. Alright, I got it. Alright, I feel it right there. Almost got it. It's moving. Alright. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, I just gotta pull down now. Come from behind. Yeah, there we go. Alright, this is where you go behind the gills and you're able to loosen it. And I should be able to get them off. Yep, I feel it. Alright, it's loosening. Alright, there it is. Woo! That was painful. Okay. So yeah, when they take it deep, sometimes you can get behind the gills and you should be able to get it loose and get them free. Now I just gotta figure out how to get my line back, because it's on the other side of his gills. Alright, well, I'm not gonna risk it. Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna take the hook off that I already got past them here, and I should be able to get them out no problem then, and then I'll just retie the hook. Okay, so bear with me. Of course, he does have the Senko in his mouth right now, so I better grab that. Oh man, he's got the Senko big time. He swallowed it. All right, well, let's let him go. There he goes. All right, let's go retie this, and then I'll put on another Senko. In fact, I'll show you what I did. It was a 4 or a 5-inch Senko, and what I do is I cut off about an inch of it off, and then I fish it. And the main reason there is, for some reason, I get better hookups with a 4-inch Senko than a 5. And unfortunately, I ran out of the 4-inch Senkos, and all I have are the 5s. So, what do? Well, you improvise. So, that's bass number 2 for yours truly. And I just need to retie this. That one, the line, I saw the line tighten. That was the indication of a strike, a line pickup. And the dead giveaway was I could see tension on the line. Okay, and here's what I'm using. This is the 5-inch Gary Yamamoto Senko. It's kind of beat up and worn, but it's the pumpkin one. And I'm using a 1/0 offset shank hook Gamatsu. And of course, Gary Yamamoto's. And right here, I just take one of these, and instead of using the whole thing, I'll just kind of pinch it off right at the collar here, and I'll save this part for a Ned rig later time, and I'll use this part for actually fishing this pond. And the main reason why I do this is because, well, they seem to like the 4 versus the 5-inch Senko. At least that's what I've seen over the years. All right, so let's get this baby back on. Okay. Very simple. All you do is put it in about a little 1/4 inch or so on the line. I'll mark where I need it to come out. So right there, and we'll pop it through, and there we go. All right, we're in business. So bass number 2 caught and released. Let's go crank it out again, and let's see if we can get bass number 3. Okay, watching the line. Let's see for a line pickup. Okay, nope. All right, so stop and go retrieve, and I'll just kind of work it. The one I caught, first one I caught was about maybe 15 yards off the bank. This last one, give it about 30, and I guess maybe they're a little bit deeper now since we got a front that's going to be coming in here shortly. But I'm hoping that because the front's starting to come in, that they might be in a feeding mode. Okay, so I'm fishing bait finesse style, bait BFS, bait fishing systems, bait finesse systems fishing, BFS, ultralight bait casting. And I'm just trying to see what's going to bite here. So let's see what happens. And one of the things I love about the Senko is when the bass takes it, he definitely wants to take it. Okay. It's like no hesitation. When he picks up, he picks up. So I'm again watching the high vis Stren orange line, looking for any line pickups as I tighten up on the line, do a stop and go retrieve. That line is what really gives me a good indication of a fish taking the Senko. Usually I get that heads up a lot more than actual feel of the line or on the rod itself. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and let that one sink. Okay. I think I hooked onto a leaf or something. Yeah, it was a leaf. I think he's off now. Okay. Okay. It's kind of stop and go. Watch that line. And it's pretty cool. You'll see the line sometimes move left or right. You'll see the line go from slack to tighten, or other times you'll even see the line come in on you. So I definitely watch the line. Okay. All right, let's go and recast out. Come closer to the fountain area. So maybe we might get some that are kind of working in the closer to the fountain area where maybe there's more oxygen for them. Okay. And I think that last one he hit fairly quickly after I cast. It's almost like he came to the wherever the lure hit the water and he picked up from there. It was almost immediate. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get another cast out. Off to the left a little bit. Okay, pretty close to the fountain area. I did use this other high-vis line that when it got wet, it would turn orange also. This one stays orange the whole time. It's pretty cool. It was, I think, it was either Stren or Trilene. Okay. Come on, Mr. Fisher. Come on, Mr. Bass. Mr. Basilito. Okay, no pickups there. All right, let's get a cast in. Okay. Almost to the pond. Pretty good cast. Loving this combo. Ultralight bait casting combo. I'll work my way here. That one cove over here by the canal, there's a nice little channel that sometimes has the bass holding. So maybe we might get one of those guys to strike as well. And I'm just going to keep working this area till I get to it. And I don't know how much battery oh, shoot. Ah. Oh, no. No. False alarm. Woohoo. I felt some tension on there, but turns out it's some of that greenery. False alarm. Let's get it back out again. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm really confident that this baby will be able to handle those 3 to 4 inch live mullet fishing under the lights over there on the Texas coast this coming summer. That's the main reason why I got this outfit here, right there. Try some live mullet under the lights. Did it for the first time this year or last year. Prior to that, I'd been using croaker and using popping corks and never did the straight live line or free lining it. Something just picked up on it and then stopped, or that was the wind. Let's tighten up a little. No. Yeah, it was the wind. Okay. Let's get another cast out. Okay. And just keep working our way over. Okay. So I cast it out, I let it settle to the bottom, give it a few seconds, a couple of turns, and then repeat. Alright. And I'm mainly working further out as all the hits I've gotten have been further out from shore compared to past trips. So nothing really close. Like in the past, I've caught stuff up close, like right in front of me. Fly fishing gear, bait finesse gear, etc. Today they seem a little bit further out, which that's okay. I can accommodate them with casting this gear here. It is shallow here though, so I may kind of cheat it a little bit and get over to where that one cove is, where it's a little bit deeper. But before I do that, I want to cast out this way real quick. Let's see if we get one to pick up. Okay. Thought I saw something again. Yeah, definitely like these Senkos. What's nice also is they're weedless, so you can be a lot more aggressive fishing some areas because you don't have to worry too much about a lot of weeds clobbering your lure. And is that live oak? To my left is a cypress tree. That one, no, that's not a live oak. There are some around here though. Okay. All right, let's go back around and let's try over here. Okay, in this little cove-like deal. Oh, I just spooked a bluegill, it looked like. All right, so they're still in the shallows here. Let's try over here where this one channel is. Okay. Right there is a little channel that goes into the feeder creek, or the canal. Right there's the canal. And I'm gonna see if I can kind of work it into that spot where they may be lurking. So I'll try there and then a little bit off to the left. A lot of times I'll be able to sneak a bass out or two kind of lurking over here by that concrete deal. So let's see if I can get it over there. Okay. Just in front of the ducky. Okay. Yeah, it does get shallow here, but there's that one little channel, about another 1 to 2 foot drop, that over the years I have caught a number of bass just kind of lurking in that spot. Right now it's a little slow go. So if you just joined, caught 2 bass so far, both on the Senko, and both caught and released. I will get probably a YouTube shorts out on it in the next few. I don't think I have enough to do a long format video edit of the mobile fishing live stream, but who knows, may get a bunch of hits here in the next few minutes. All right, let's go over there. Let's try right over there. See if that plot will attract one to come over. No. Let's see if I can get it up onto that lip. Come on, come on. All right, let's go work our way over. I'm gonna do one more cast over there to that where I think the hole is, and as well as the channel, and then we'll work our way down this bank, and then from there we'll call it quits. I gotta do a little honey-do run to the little grocery store afterwards. So something about ground beef. I think I need to pick up some ground beef for a dish that my significant other will be cooking. All right, come on, come on. Watch for that line pickup. Let's see. Let's try it again. Okay, let's see if I can get them to hit. Okay. Line staying slack still. Come on, come on. It's funny, like good 5, 10, 15 minutes went by, nothing, and then bang, got that one. It's crazy. It's fishing, you know. Of course, there are those days where every cast you get a fish. Those are cool. Definitely fun days like that. But today it's, well, not as many. Okay, watching that line movement. Okay, no, no, no. All right. So what is going to strike us before this cold front hit on a Senko? And it looks like it's bass, at least at our local pond here. You can see the line moving, but that's mainly because it's sinking to that one hole. Let me see if I can drag it out of there. See if I can get something to come and pick it up. No, doesn't want it. All right, let's try a little bit further out, and then we'll work our way around. Yeah, we'll work our way. This is the canal area, right? Used to catch a fair amount of bluegill out of there over the years, but you can see that things have grown over pretty much. Be a little bit harder to catch or do what I was fishing before. I did catch some trout in there once. They had stocked the main, or the pond C, where the pier is, and then we had some heavy rains afterwards that made the banks overflow, and next thing I know, some of the trout made it downstream or downriver and into this canal here. And I saw them one day. I had some polarized glasses. I was walking the bank doing some bass fishing, and sure enough I saw some trout in the water. So I went ahead and switched out my gear, put on a bubble fly rig, and was able to catch a couple of trout that year. Pretty cool. I think I was using one of those old Abu Garcia round reels, or yeah, round reels. All right, let's just cast it out here, and we'll finish the trip working this bank and see how many we could catch. All right, and so far it's been 2 bass, actually bigger than what I normally catch here on the fly, as well as on that ultralight bait casting gear. Looked like they were had some pretty nice sized tummies on them too for their size. So who knows? Let's get another cast out this way. All right. Fishing a Senko. Let's see if we got a line pickup. No? Nope. On that initial cast, I'll cast it out there, let it hit the bottom, and kind of watch the line, because a lot of times that splash or plop of that Senko worm in the water is what's attracting them to come in and elicits a strike. And hold on, baby. All right, let's keep going. Okay, back out to the middle, and we'll work it back in. Let's see if we can get bass number 3 on the line. Bass number 3 awaits ya. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. Whew. Bird just crapped over here to my right. And he's right up there. It's a good thing I wasn't standing there. Wait a minute. Oh, there's a bird above me right now. Let's move over. Holy cow. Oh man. Oh, he's directly above me. I'm moving over. I think he's aiming at me. Holy cow. There. Right there. Killing me. Killing me, Smalls. Perils of fishing. Getting crapped on by a bird. Killing me. All right. Let's see if we can get one more bass, and then we'll call it quits. Come on, come on, come on. One more. Mr. Bass meet Mr. Senko. Whoa, maybe yet. Mr. Bass meet Miss Senko. Yeah. What about that? Yeah. All right, come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. All right. Come on, Mr. Bass. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, so we got that front coming in, and that's really just kind of urging me to get a line in before the front comes, because, well, tomorrow it's probably going to be a lot of indoor activities. May have to, well, maybe do some live streaming, talk about fishing, as well as I am working on transferring my old movie reviews blog to a video format, and it's a Jerry's Movie Review is what I called it on YouTube. And I don't know why I named it Jerry, other than I thought it was a cool name to use for faking a name as a username, because well, it just makes it a little bit easier to distinguish it between channels. All right. Okay, I see the line. It looks like it may have moved. It went slack. Let's tighten up a little bit. Yeah. Nope, no joy on that one. Let's go and recast. Let's go off here to the left. Okay. So typically when I'm fishing the 4.5 foot rod, BFS style, I'll do a lot of side casting. But using this 7-footer, I can easily do a 2-handed overhead and really don't have to force it hard. I can just kind of leverage the cast, leverage the rod to provide just a smoother cast versus more of a flip of the wrist cast that I do when I'm side arming. So let me show you here. I'll do an overhead, just kind of flip it over, not even push it hard, and boom, there, way out there, no problem. So yeah, I do like this rod, and I'm mainly thinking that using it to cast a little 3 to 4 inch live mullet will not be an issue, especially in that, well, windy conditions that you typically get on the Texas coast in the summer. But right now it's a little windy, and well, I'm fishing against the wind or at a side to the wind. It's not too bad. Okay, no pickups. Come on, come on. Let's close this out with one more bass to close it out. Well, what ends up happening is I'll either catch another bass or battery's going to run out on my phone, and guess what? I'll lose the live stream. Yeah, it's the perils of live streaming from my phone is battery lasts about an hour and a half when I'm live streaming, versus if I do the GoPro rebroadcast using that external power bank, I can let it run for 4 hours, render the video, and then rebroadcast that as a live stream. That one's a pretty good one to use. I had to use that format when I used up a bunch of my data plan, where I had to wait a month before I could go back to high-speed data again. Something tagged that one. That was weird. Felt like something tagged it. Okay, let's go over here. We'll close out right here. Do or die. We're either going to get one or we're going to end the stream at the end of this section here. So let's start out with a solid cast, straight out. Right there. Let's see. We'll let it sit. Watch for a line pickup. Do the stop and go. Okay. I'm going to fish this section a little bit faster than I have been, just because, well, I want to cover more water, and I think if I do the stop and go retrieve, I should be able to get, if there's a bass cruising, his attention. Okay, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. Nope. Okay, all right, let's get another cast in. Back out there, nice. This is definitely a nice Senko rod, I'll tell you that. I do use a normal bass bait casting gear with 12 to 17 to 20 pound tests sometimes, but I have to admit this is not bad. This is not bad at all. I do like the feel of it. Kind of palm it with your hand, no problem. Has a good feel to it, and I do like, well, I do have an affinity for the ugly stick. Those things can take a beating and still keep ticking. In fact, the only time I've had to replace an ugly stick is because it went over the side. Over the side, meaning when I went kayak fishing several times, it went over and went into the lake. Other than that, I've never had to replace one. Okay, something's picking up on the line, I think. Wait a minute. It moved just barely and then stopped. Let me tighten it up a little bit. Okay. Oh man, I think something picked up on it. It moved out just barely. Okay. Yeah. Wow. May have picked it up and dropped it. But yeah, definitely saw the line pick up there. All right, let's cast this way. Okay. Let it sink. Okay. All right, it's on bottom. Couple of turns. Couple of more turns. Couple of more turns. Nope. Looks like we may be working this area. Well, we'll take it all the way to the wall. Sometimes I'll get something lurking over there by the wall. Of course, the water is definitely gotten a lot shallower over the years. It's gotten sedimented over. Probably could use a dredging, but I think the last time they dredged one of the ponds was the back pond, and I think that was about 10 years ago. Or a correction, the lower pond over here to my right. Yeah, I think that was about 10 years ago. It was a cool looking creek, feeder creek that I used to fish there. It holds some nice sized sunfish. And yeah, when they cleared it out, dredged it and made it deeper again, they ended up taking away that creek, and it was a fun creek. I definitely could catch some nice fish out of there. Did catch some crappie out of there also, which was pretty cool. Haven't caught a crappie in a while in the lakes so far. While meaning over 10 years. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I guess I've been fishing these lakes for 25 years now. Yeah. All right, cool. Good to know. All right. Well, it looks like Mr. Bass doesn't want to play today other than those two. Come on, come on. One more. One more. Talk to me. One more before the storm hits. All right, let's go back around. Well, I hope you guys are at least enjoying some of the fishing antics that I have here. Doesn't mean I've caught a bunch, just means I'm still having fun. And yeah, I decided to take out the old bait finesse stuff. Do want to take out that bamboo fly rod where I put on a new reel versus an old rod and just see what I can catch with it. It's an old 6-weight or 5-weight bamboo rod. And I've caught several bass off it. It definitely feels a lot different. It's a slower action when it comes to casting, but it can definitely cast. No problem casting with it. Oh, there's some junk on here. Let me clear it out. Just the main thing that you gotta really watch out for is damaging it, I guess, because you know you don't want to break it, and it's yeah, I don't know. I think it can handle a lot, but I definitely don't treat it like I do some of my graphite rods or more modern rods. So, yeah, I definitely don't treat it like this ugly stick. This is like a shovel. It's a tool, you know. Take it out. Don't baby it. Use it to catch fish. Alrighty. All right, let's work the wall area and then we'll call it quits. All right, so over the years, especially during the, I'd say March, April time frame, this place will get really nice and clear. Bring in your polarized glasses, bring in some, basically some top water lures, jigs, flies, and put on polarized glasses, and you'll be able to have some fun catching some bass and bluegill working this area here. It's shallow, clear at times, and a lot of times when people come out here and feed the ducks, for some reason, if you pay close attention, you might see some of those bruiser catfish that are lurking in the pond. And it's probably a good time to throw in maybe some bread on a hook and a little bread ball and see if you can get one of those guys on the line. Yeah. Some of my old videos, you might see me catch and release some 5-6 pounders out here. I do know that someone had caught a nice size one here several years back and released it, but I think it's been caught again and someone kept it. What will typically happen is some of the local fishermen will catch some nice size fish out of the local lakes and they'll bring them in here. It's illegal, but bottom line, somehow they do it. And oh, something just chased it. I think it was a little bluegill or something. Some kind of chasing it as I was kind of dragging it in. Let's try that again. Maybe I might get them to come in and hit it. Okay, but you can see the weather is starting to get overcast. We definitely have some storms or a front brewing, and definitely be monitoring things and having to make some adjustments. And yours truly will probably wait out the cold snap. And let's see. Oh shoot! I think I just got it into the tree. Oh no! Tree fish, big time. See if I can get it still. It's supposed to be weedless, but it can only go weedless so far. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this one. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna be ending this live stream. Ooh, big snap, big snap. All right, that is that for this round. Okay, so 2 fish, nice sized bass. I'll get a YouTube shorts out on it, and then a tree fish to end the round. All right, appreciate y'all joining today. Till next time, we'll catch y'all later, and good luck and good fishing.